Welcome back to the Grid Gossip. If you're a true F1 fan, you know this isn't just another transfer story. Hamilton's move was supposed to be epic, a fairy tale, a revival of Ferrari's golden years, and maybe his chance to claim that elusive eighth world title. But with the SF25's mixed results, drama in the paddock, and technical roulette with upgrades, is it all as rosy as hoped? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's rewind. For years, rumors buzzed about Hamilton and Ferrari, but few believed it would happen given his deep roots at Mercedes. The 2025 confirmation stunned the motorsport world. Hamilton embraced the Tifosi dream, citing the desire to race for Ferrari as a childhood ambition and the challenge of leading F1's most famous but long-suffering team back to glory. Ferrari framed the signing as the ultimate power play to reclaim their status. Hamilton's global star power was expected to lift the entire organization. But joining Ferrari, especially in the modern era, means inheriting their technical and cultural complexities, and as we've seen, no driver, not even Hamilton, is immune. When the SF25 was unveiled, expectations soared. The car promised a redesigned aero philosophy, a new slim nose, aggressive side pods, and a bold reinterpretation of floor edges, all designed to close the gap to Red Bull and Mercedes. The initial shakedown and testing times looked promising, but as the racing season began, reality bit hard. The SF25 suffered from several critical flaws: unpredictable aerodynamic balance. Drivers reported frequent understeer in slower corners and snap oversteer at high speed. Front axle grip, persistent complaints about a lack of confidence under braking and initial turn-in. Tire management, high tire degradation in races, forcing conservative strategies and limiting Hamilton's ability to push. In essence, Ferrari built a car for optimal qualifying but struggled with consistency and race pace, especially on hotter or more abrasive tracks. Ferrari's response was swift after their early season results lagged behind rivals. Let's break down the major upgrades rolled out across the 2025 calendar. Imola B-Spec package, the most significant overhaul, including a new floor, rear wing, and reprofiled side pods. This update aimed to improve both rear downforce and airflow consistency. Revised suspension geometry, implemented before Monaco, seeking greater mechanical grip and better front tire usage. Cooling and brake duct revisions, critical for hotter races like Hungary and Qatar, intended to tackle overheating issues and tire graining. The Imola package was a genuine leap forward. Hamilton and Leclerc both saw improvements in rear-end stability, and the car became much more predictable, translating to better tire wear and consistent lap times, especially on medium and hard compounds. The suspension update improved traction out of low-speed corners in tracks like Monaco. Aero tweaks ahead of Silverstone, a new front wing and modified floor strakes, yielded little improvement, due partly to unpredictable wind sensitivity and ongoing issues with crosswind instability. Upgrades targeting tire degradation didn't fully solve overheating on high-energy tracks, meaning Ferrari continued to play defensive with tire management. Throughout these changes, Ferrari's pace in clear air improved noticeably, but their ability to battle and defend in traffic, especially against Red Bull and McLaren, wasn't fully addressed. Hamilton's first season in red has been as much a cultural adjustment as a technical one. At Mercedes, he enjoyed a decade of operational nuance and near-flawless preparation. At Ferrari, passionate ambition sometimes collides with organizational rigidity. Driving style adaptation. Hamilton is famous for trail braking and extracting late corner rotation, which the SF25 struggled to deliver, particularly early in the season. His feedback has driven iterative setup changes, but the underlying chassis characteristics set hard limits. Team influence. His arrival shook up internal team structures, with new race engineers and a re-energized technical department. Yet, mid-season, some communication and strategic breakdowns, particularly in qualifying traffic and pit window decisions, have cost Ferrari valuable points. Pressure and media. The Italian press and tifosi have heaped immense pressure, much of it directed at Hamilton to work miracles with the machinery provided. His responses have been stoic, praising the team's spirit but not sugarcoating the challenges. The Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps proved to be a roller coaster weekend for Lewis Hamilton and the SF25. Hamilton struggled badly in qualifying, making mistakes in both the sprint and usual sessions that saw him knocked out in Q1. Ferrari then opted for nearly all major internal component changes on his car, which resulted in a pit lane start due to penalty rules. Despite this setback, Hamilton put on a masterclass in wet weather driving, a skill he has long been revered for. Starting behind the safety car gave him a chance to safely rejoin the pack, and from there he aggressively charged through the field, gaining an impressive 11 places to finish 7th. His overtakes were not just about outright speed, but timing and precision, often pulling moves in unlikely places, demonstrating his racecraft and adaptability despite the SF25's challenges. This race also highlighted both the strengths and limitations of Ferrari's upgrades and strategy. While the team's mid-season B-spec modifications, including revised suspension and cooling systems, helped improve car stability and tire management compared to earlier struggles, Spa revealed ongoing issues with aerodynamic balance and top speed deficit that hampered Hamilton's ability to challenge for higher positions. Ferrari's decision to bring nearly all new power unit components underscored their commitment to extracting more performance, but also exposed the risk of penalties affecting race weekend strategy. Hamilton himself acknowledged the tough weekend, but praised the team's reaction and his own aggressive recovery drive that salvaged valuable points. This performance continued to show the SF25 as a work in progress, capable of flashes of brilliance, but still needing further aero and reliability improvements to truly compete with top rivals. As the season moves into its second half, have the upgrades and Hamilton's leadership set Ferrari on a true championship trajectory? Progress is visible. Ferrari is now a consistent podium threat, capitalizing on rival teams' mistakes and maximizing opportunities in variable weather or safety car conditions. The car's peaky handling traits are tamed but not eliminated. Reliability has improved, with fewer mechanical DNFs than 2024, but gaps remain. On pure pace, Ferrari still gives up several tenths per lap to Red Bull and, at times, McLaren, especially over long race stints. Hamilton's quest for number 8 depends on further breakthroughs in aero efficiency, tire management, and race operations, a tall order for this year. But the foundation is much stronger for 2026. So, has Hamilton's gamble paid off? For now, he's reminded the paddock and fans of Ferrari's enduring magic, but also of the harsh reality in F1. No single person, not even a legend, can overcome technical limits alone. Still, the Italian dream is alive, and every upgrade, every race, is one step closer to turning it into history. What do you think? Can Hamilton and Ferrari crack the code by season's end? Drop your predictions, theories, and hot takes in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the Grid Gossip for more F1 exclusives, driver stories, and in-depth tech breakdowns.